The Grizzlies 2022 NBA draft is in the books. Michael Wallace, Kelcey, Wright, Johnson here with you. It's been a long night, a lot of activity. The Grizzlies make 3 trades, bring in 4 players that we can talk about now. You start with Jake LaRavia out of Wake Forest, David Roddy from Colorado State, Vince Williams from VCU, and Kennedy Chandler from Tennessee, the hometown hero. 4 guys right there. All 4 of these guys the Grizzlies are excited about. We saw some of the reaction from them tonight. Kelcey, what was your biggest takeaway from what you saw and what the Grizzlies were able to accomplish with these moves?
I think Zach Kleiman hit it when he came and talked to us afterwards. He said that these guys are all 1, character guys. 2, they're going to optimize the players that the Grizzlies already have right now, and I think that's the biggest takeaway that I'm taking from this right now. He said the first 2 guys in LaRavia and Roddy are shooters. They're going to provide some space, and that was one of the main priorities coming into this. Those are the key guys that he wanted, and he was happy to be able to trade and get to them.
And he talked about the unique talent that these guys all bring individually and collectively to this team. The Grizzlies were the 2nd youngest team in the NBA last year, finished with the 2nd best record. These new guys are going to augment that roster. You've been covering this draft from the beginning all the way through with the mock drafts, and now it's behind us. When you look at some of the additions that the Grizzlies made, you know, start with LaRavia in terms of being a versatile guy, 6'8" guy on the wing, a shooter. You know, for him to bring that unique skill set, one of the things that Zach talked about was he's an underrated defender.
Yeah, he said that he is going to be probably one of the most underrated defenders here. He's quick, he has great lane agility. That was one of the things on his scouting report. And the main thing, this might be a crazy thing to think is my main thing for him because he's a great shooter, he's a great player, is that he had an interview before draft night that said, let me see the actual quote, "I can be a great role player."
Okay.
And to have someone come in and know that they're going to come in and play a role and want to be that player for their team, I think is really important.
We also saw the emotional reactions. Obviously, Roddy had an emotional reaction. Colorado State showed the video when he got the phone call from Zach Kleiman and Taylor Jenkins. And then on the other side, Kennedy Chandler was right down the road when he held his draft party. He has a chip on his shoulder because he fell a lot further down in the draft board in the 2nd round than he thought. Those 2 guys coming in with their motivation, how is that going to help, particularly when they get to Summer League? Yeah,
I think Roddy is a really cool one because 6'6", 260, 6'11" and a half wingspan. He looks like a football player.
He was a football player.
There you go.
Quarterback.
A quarterback. I saw that. Someone was like, Steven Adams, you have some competition for quarterback. He can score in multiple ways. Again, when they prioritize shooting, Zach Kleiman also said he wanted to prioritize defense. This guy is a solid defender. Solid body, solid defender.
And these guys obviously will get here pretty soon. They'll get to minicamp, go to Summer League in both Salt Lake City and Las Vegas. I'm looking forward to seeing what these young guys and this new group of Grizzlies can bring to this next-gen roster. What do you see from these guys and what they have to do when they get to town and get ready for minicamp?
Start running. The minute you get here, let's go. I think it's going to be really exciting. Another thing that Zach touched on was the fact that there's some mature rookies.
Yes.
And so when you look at mature, you look at our last guy, and Vince Williams, who's a 4-year guy out of VCU. And I think we talk a lot about getting some veteran presence on the Grizzlies. Yes, this guy's a rookie, but it's going to be like that veteran rookie that we had with Xavier Tillman. He came in and he had that kind of presence that a rookie doesn't necessarily have when he's a one-and-done guy. So that's a really good addition as well.
Good point. You make a great point. So you have 2 juniors, a 4-year player, and then you have the freshman, obviously, the upside in Kennedy Chandler. I'm looking forward to seeing what the Grizzlies have. For Kelcey, Wright, Johnson, I'm Michael Wallace. Keep it locked on all of our Grizzlies content at Grind City Media.